listeners. Thank you for coming back for more of the Grow, Thrive, Inspire podcast. Today, we are excited for our special guest, an entrepreneur by nature who started in the cosmetology industry and now has had almost 8 years in real estate. We are so thrilled to have Miss Sonia Hale. Oh, hell yeah, Sonia. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Kaylin.
This is cool. I just love the oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yes.
Oh, hell yes. So, Sonia, just wanted to start with some of your history about yourself and your family.
I am a born and raised Missouri girl. I grew up in a small town called Lamar, Missouri, in the far southwest corner of the state. And so I've been in this area my whole life. I have a 13-year-old daughter and a 5-year-old son, both of which keep me moving.
Yeah, I can imagine. I know what it's like to be a working mom with 2 kids, so that's great.
Busy.
Yeah. So, you were in cosmetology for 15 years, and you owned your salon for 3 of those. What inspired you to kind of become that business owner?
I had done booth rental for 13 years, and I thought, well, we kind of had a big life event happen in there, and I decided I would just open my own and try it out for myself instead of paying someone else. Mm-hmm. And I decided I kind of enjoyed being a business owner.
Yeah. I can see that. There's a lot of positives for owning your own business. And I'm sure in the cosmetology field, it was a lot of fun being able to play with hair and help
fun.
People look better.
The clients, they're always happy when they leave. They're happy to see me and they're happy when they left.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. But during those last 3 years, you started to kind of develop a niche for flipping houses and getting into real estate. Can you tell us just how that started for you and why?
So I had been watching a show called Flip This House. I think it was the very first flipping show they had on HGTV, and I loved it. I was intrigued by that, and I thought that would be really fun, taking old ugly houses and making them pretty.
Yeah.
So I decided to buy my first one while I was still doing hair, of course, and my family was, save your money. Don't sink your money into something that, you might lose it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, if I lose it, tomorrow's a new day, so I'll just start over.
Yeah.
So I bought it, and I did really well on the first one, and I've just kept on going.
That's awesome. Is that kind of when you became an agent as well?
It is. After I sold my second one, after I hired an agent to sell my second one, I just thought maybe I should go ahead and get my real estate license, and then I can find my own, sell my own, and so that's how that started.
That's awesome.
The reason I got my license.
I mean, it's pretty inspiring when you can take what you saw in a show and then apply it and then it all works out. That's amazing. You also kind of have a unique story like during that time too, because that was kind of when the Joplin tornado hit, right? In 2011.
Yes.
What was that like?
Well, it was scary, to say the least. My daughter and I lived in a small house there in Joplin, close to St. John's Hospital, and the salon that I was working at was only 2 blocks from my house. So all of that got wiped out.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
We lost our house, my work, everything was gone like that day.
And you weren't there when it happened, were you?
No.
Oh my goodness.
No. So that's what I was like, we don't have family in Joplin. Do we want to stay here?
Right.
No. And I decided I didn't, so then I opened my salon in Carthage. And we just relocated to Carthage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember when that happened, and it was just such a, almost like a culture shock to
crazy.
Everybody in Missouri. I will never forget the photos and just everything from that experience. And I'm sorry that happened too. I mean, goodness. But fast forwarding, from that just a little bit since that happened, and you were in Carthage, like you said, what happened or what ended up bringing you to the lake and kind of picking up here and starting your real estate here?
I don't know if I'll go into all of that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say life brought me to the lake.
Yeah,
Of the
that's
Ozarks.
a good way to put it.
I didn't really know. I didn't know. I had been a stay-at-home mom for 3 years with my son, and I didn't know what I was going to do exactly. I had my cosmetology license. I had my real estate license, and so with either of those, you have lots of opportunities. So
Absolutely.
but I got here and just decided I would start selling real estate and start flipping houses and buying some more investment properties, and so that's the route I took, and that's
where you are now.
where I'm at now.
And I like how when you got here, having both of those opportunities in your tool belt, you chose something that was working for you and that you loved and enjoyed doing. And
I was a little burnt out after 15 years in the cosmetology industry. I was ready for something new.
I could imagine. New challenge.
A change, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And probably a new way to interact with clients and things like that as well.
Absolutely.
So you are now an independent or primary agent, and you still are involved in real estate, investing and flipping projects like you said, but tell me what makes that so exciting for you and why you love it so much, because it has to be a lot of work.
It's a ton of work. I love the challenges that come with it, but it's very rewarding.
Very rewarding.
Very rewarding. It makes me feel good when I go into a property and most people would think it needs to be dozed, and I see the potential in it, and I bring out that potential and where everyone can see it, and then other people are happy too, and that makes me happy.
Yeah. Are you more like you said, you go in and you kind of see the structure and the potential? Are you more excited about fixing those particular areas in the house, or more about decorating?
I'm all of it.
All of it, yeah.
All of it. I love all of it.
That's super cool.
Yeah. I like knocking out the walls and making, huge, where it just looks totally different sometimes.
Yeah. I can see that. Okay, so I'm a client, and walk me through what advice you would give me if I had a property that I might want to flip or needs work.
I think the biggest thing that I look at when I look for a property is the location. You want an awesome, great location. Curb appeal is a big thing. You got to think what it's going to look like afterwards. From a picture, a client looking
at it,
at the house to buy it. Is it cute or is it
Yeah.
So those two for sure. And then you want to know how much you're going to have to sink into it to bring it up to what it needs to be. And then what the after reno market value is going to be of it to make sure it's even worth your while. But the biggest thing is get an inspection.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought about that.
There can be some huge surprises if you don't. You have surprises anyways, but if you don't get an inspection, it can be real bad.
Now, do you do an inspection, just to clarify for me, because I'm not sure, do you do an inspection maybe before and then after the work is done, or just before?
Just before, so that gives you an idea of everything that needs to be done and the magnitude of, is it minor or is it major?
Yeah, where you're going with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so flipping it again, now I'm an agent who's kind of interested in investing or maybe flipping. What advice would you give me then?
It's really not any different.
Yeah, not any
Same,
different. Same. That's cool. That's neat.
Yeah.
I could see how that inspection too would be really important for an agent to know about.
And agents I think they know, get an inspection.
Yeah.
I think we've all dealt with that.
Yeah, get an inspection and make sure that, it's not going to break the bank for your clients and stuff. That's all really sound advice. Yes. Even though you have a big interest in that investor side of real estate, you also have mentioned to me that you just love all that comes with the real estate business in general, meaning helping clients find their perfect property, regardless of what that property is. What advice would you give to clients now who may be considering just buying and selling here at the lake?
You better hurry.
Yeah.
Inventory is flying off the shelves here at the lake.
That's so funny. We were talking about that this morning in one of our agent meetings, and that came up, just how you got to be quick to act right now.
Yes. I actually have a client looking. She lives up in Iowa, and they're wanting to buy a lake house. They sent family to look at a property last Sunday. It's already under contract.
Oh, wow.
By someone else, and she'd found 2 or 3 more yesterday that she wants to look at Saturday when she gets here. And I come to work this morning and get on the computer, and one of them's under contract.
Mm-hmm.
So better hurry. That's my only advice.
Better hurry. I like that advice.
Whether you're buying or selling, if you're thinking about selling, now's definitely the time.
Yeah.
But buying, I can't say, but I don't know that prices are going to go down anytime soon.
Right. Yeah. We never fully know what the market's going to do.
Right.
But I kind of agree with you right now. I don't really see it fluctuating a whole awful lot.
No.
Which is, I mean, it's pretty powerful for our area too. So I really have enjoyed watching just the influx of people into our community, and just our communities just basically welcoming with open arms, you know, like we're here, even though it's not the best time for the year and so many things are happening, it's still a great time to live at the lake. So.
Absolutely. And I think people are coming from big cities, you know, they want a little room to spread out and
have some maybe additional room for families or
and then you have an awesome view.
Yeah, for sure. Who doesn't love looking at water?
Of that.
Yeah. Okay, so switching gears on you again. You are in our Camdenton location and kind of represent all of our lake areas down here like we all do, but what do you really enjoy about working in Camdenton and the Camdenton community?
Like I say, I've got two kiddos, and my daughter's in school and my son's in preschool, and mostly for me, I like being close to school where I can get to my kids, but I loved working in Osage Beach. I love the atmosphere, and the people are fun, and you have a lot of out of towners there, which is great. But I'm right now in my life more at a family speed, so I feel like Camdenton's the more small town, close knit community, and the right place for me right now. Yeah. Now on down the road, Osage Beach might be more my speed. I don't know, but I just like the Camdenton office, and the agents are awesome that work here.
Yeah, the agents are great here.
And the admin is awesome over here.
Yeah. Yeah, Susan does a great job. I really like how our office looks over here too. We kind of have a pretty great location. And also I have heard that, you know, the Camdenton location tries to do some fun things, especially around like Christmas time. I think they do like Christmas letters to Santa, where like kids can come in and put their letters to Santa in a mailbox and like sucks it down to where they think it actually went.
It goes to Santa. It goes to the North Pole to Santa, and that just excites them.
It's super cool. Yeah. But I definitely love the area. I think you're absolutely right on how it is kind of more of a close-knit, maybe more suitable to growing families and things. And plus our school district is just amazing. So
it is.
That's really cool. I'll never forget, you know, when you first took off down here and you decided to get that billboard in Osage with yourself on it and then the Oh Hale Yes on it. Tell me kind of where you got that idea and the traction you got from it.
I wanted to start a brand for myself, my business. And so I wanted something, my personality is I'm kind of like bubbly and talky, and I just wanted something kind of fun that people could remember. And Hale, my last name Hale. Oh, Hale Yes.
That's awesome.
And then I was like, what is the best way to get in front of a lot of people? Because I'm brand new here. Nobody knows I'm here. Nobody knows I'm an agent when they see me.
Right.
Might as well get a billboard right in the middle of 54 Highway.
Well, you looked beautiful on the billboard.
Thank you.
It was very eye-catching, plus the phrase. I think you absolutely
I've got lots of good response from it. I'll go in the grocery store or the store in the outlet mall or whatever, and people are like, I love your billboard. I drive by it every day. It's so fun.
Yeah. I remember when it first came up and I was telling you how much I liked it, and you were like, yeah, I can't go anywhere without hearing Oh Hale Yes now, which is pretty
Oh Hale
cool.
Yes.
Well, look into the future now. Kind of what goals do you have that you're currently working on?
That's a secret I can't share with you, Kayla.
Oh, well, that's okay. Totally fine.
I've been working on a project in particular the last few months.
Mm-hmm.
It's really exciting. It's brand new. It's nothing that has been done at the lake as of yet. So we're going to be bringing that to life in the next few months. So
well, I'm excited to
come on 2021.
I was going to say I won't let the cat out of the bag or anything, but I am excited to see that work for you and, and the community and things like that. Are you working towards any other just personal goals or anything like with your kids maybe? I know your daughter's really into sports right now.
She is. I am working on balancing my schedule.
Yeah, that can be tough.
Big time. This is the whole volleyball thing. It's new for me this year, and we leave the house at 7 o'clock in the morning, and after some games we get home at 9 o'clock at night, and so I'm trying to balance, home life and work life and showings and that stuff.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's tough to do, but I do know enough to know that when you're intentional and trying to every day get a little bit better with it does eventually pan out. So that'd be the advice I'd offer is just keep trying to write it down.
Try to keep that schedule.
Okay, so just a couple more questions for you, Sonia. First one, what is one thing that you wish you would have known when you began your real estate career?
I wish I would have realized how much patience you really need. I thought I was going to hit the ground running, straight out of the gates, and it takes a lot of work and a lot of time every single day. It's definitely not something you can do part-time.
So like that consistency over time.
Yes,
being
consistency
patient.
over time. Now it's paying off. It will pay off, but in the beginning, it's not a get rich quick business.
I love that quote.
By any means.
Yeah. Yeah.
So patience is the biggest. Just don't expect to, just kill it and get going.
Yeah, that's solid advice too. I think that that is a big misconception for people who are interested in the industry is, I'm just going to open the door and here I go. But you're right, it does take
It makes
patience.
it easy to get discouraged if you think that way too.
Yeah, and I could see how it could lead to some harder days, just
Definitely.
wanting it and then it's not happening and then frustration and all of it.
That's exactly right.
Just breathe through it, listeners. What advice would you give someone who is thinking about a real estate career?
I hope you're serious and passionate about it, because if you're not, it's not going to happen.
Not going to work.
If you don't love it,
you're
going to leave it.
Yeah. When you say love it or leave it, I think that's probably the most solid way to describe it, I think.
Don't just get in. Don't get in for the right reasons, not just to make money.
Yeah. What would be kind of some right reasons, I guess? No, it's a tough question. I'm putting you on the spot, but I'm just thinking about it myself.
I mean, do you have any interest in real estate?
Do you like the home process?
Do you like working with people?
Helping people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with all of those.
Are you comfortable meeting new people?
Yeah, do you have that personality where you don't really know a stranger?
Yes.
Yeah. I guess you could probably be pretty successful even without that personality, but you do kind of have to get outside of your comfort zone a lot.
Yes.
Okay, and finally, you love this particular quote, and I would love to hear you expand more on why you love it, but I found it on your website, and I love it. So the quote is, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts."
Yes, and like I said, patience. I've had to learn patience. I felt like in the beginning, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm failing. I'm not going to succeed at this ever. And it's just that. It takes courage to keep pushing forward, especially after you've failed or after you've succeeded and then you're no longer succeeding. but it takes a huge lion-hearted courage to keep pushing forward and succeed ultimately, I think.
Well, and I like how it expands on the courage, because every day you are getting up and pushing yourself on not just one level, but several levels.
Right.
Like I said, getting outside of that comfort zone and every day improving on that as well. So I wanted...
Every day's a new day. You know, today you can be on top of the world and like unstoppable, and then tomorrow you might get up and get hammered and want to give up tomorrow night, but don't, because the sun's going to come up the next day. And it's going to be a new day. So, and it's just don't give up. You can't give up.
Well, I love that. And I also like the part of it where it says failure is not fatal. And I think that, again, so many people wake up, even in all industries, just normal life, you know, it takes failure for lessons to be learned. And so I think that, especially in kind of our environment, our industry, the more that you fail, the better that you're going to be.
Absolutely.
So that's really cool.
It's sometimes really good to fail.
It is, yeah. You learn a lot.
I've built myself, I don't know how much, from failure.
Yeah, me too. I'm preaching to the choir, girl.
Yep.
Well, Grow, Thrive, and Inspire listeners, we could not be more thankful to Sonia for bringing her story and ideas here and sharing it with us. We have more episodes coming for this season, so be sure to tune back in on Wednesdays and find us on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, and Instagram. Be sure to also check out our Remax Lake of the Ozark Facebook page for any open houses coming up. Open houses are posted on Thursdays for the upcoming weekend, and boy, are they fun to go to. And remember to always grow, thrive, and inspire, and we'll see you soon.